Hello, this is Reverend Dore teaching religious science, which is the science of mind from Sarasota, Florida. Another beautiful day on the Gulf of Mexico. Your memories, your likes and your dislikes, your prejudices, your tastes in sexual partners, your impulsions, your delusions, and your core beliefs about life, people, wealth, health, happiness, work, etc. are all stored in your subconscious mind, which is your mental basement. Today, we want to talk about how to clean your mental basement. You know, these things are all stored there, and when you sleep, these things come out to play. We call this dreaming. Vitally important to dream. In fact, if you don't dream, it can eventually be fatal, so doctors say. Sleep regenerates the mind and cleanses the brain of spam and cookies, to use computer jargon. A vital part of that cleansing and regeneration is dreaming. Everybody dreams, even if you don't remember them. All higher life forms do, especially dogs. They are world-class dreamers, as any dog owner knows. They twitch and whine and even bark as they dream, and you know what? We do too in our own way. You know, what is stored in your subconscious mind is the seedbed of your life. It's what makes you, you. It's what causes you to think the way you think, to have the attitudes that you have, and it even affects which sport teams you like. I got to talk to a Cubs fan. I don't understand that. It is the voice within, the thing that makes you do stuff you know you should not do, or to be too afraid to do something that you know you should do. It's where intuition lives and where the fight or flight instinct is found. It's the most important and influential part of your brain because it's the house of your personality and your sense of self. You know, the problem with this mental basement is that you don't have any direct control over it. You can't order a backup or a disk dump of your subconscious. Be nice, wouldn't it? You can spend years and a lot of money on a therapist's couch and see if they can help you clean it out, or you can do it the way we do it in religious science. Simply consciously decide to change your mind and change your life. It sounds simple, but it's hard to do. It takes a lot of discipline and a lot of work. Here's how you do it. Now, the good news is this is where your conscious mind comes in. This is the mind that you're aware of and use each and every day. The good news is that this mind is totally under your control. You decide what to have for breakfast in the morning or to not have breakfast. You decide to work or to goof off. You decide to be single or get married. You decide what to do with your life with a strong dose of impulsion from your subconscious. You sometimes seem to just be pushed in a direction. That's your subconscious at work. Your conscious thoughts, words, and choices are the programmers of your subconscious. Your parents, your teachers, your preachers, your friends, your colleagues, they all contributed to the stuff in your basement. The lesson here is to be careful what you think, what you speak, and what you choose to do, because it's going to end up in your basement. Once it's there, it's pretty hard to get out, but it's not impossible. Here's how to clean your mental basement. It's a 4-step process. First, take an inventory of your life. Make a list of what your life looks like right now on the left-hand column of a piece of paper. How do you feel about your work? How do you feel about your home? How do you feel about your wife, your husband, or your partner? How do you feel about your sex life? If you have children, are you pleased with them or are they a pain in the butt to you? How do you feel about the state of your finances? How do you feel about your vocation, which is your job or career? As a person, are you generally happy? If not, why not? If you are happy, what is your greatest source of happiness? What really makes you happy as you look at your life? Lastly, what 3 things would you like to change most about your life? Forget whether you think you can or not. Just if you could, what 3 things would you like to change about your life? Okay, on the right-hand side of the paper, opposite each of those categories, I want you to write down what you think needs to change to make it better. What would have to change to make all that go away and you'll be happy with it? Okay, now, once you've done that, you have a template for change. Now, in this process, I hope you were brutally honest with yourself when you did the inventory, because if you lie to yourself, you're just wasting your time. Number 2, now, look at the first category. Go category by category. Let's start with your work. Can you change how you feel about your job? Can you release the negative feelings about going to work every day at this job? Can you convince yourself that the only problem with this job is your attitude about it? Remember, you're the driver of the bus of your life. You're the bus driver here. You can do whatever you want. If you can convince yourself that it's really not as bad as you think it is and get a better attitude about it, then you're on your way to changing your thinking about this job and thus changing your experience of it. In other words, the job is going to change when your thinking about it changes. If not, get another job and do it now. There's no reason to suffer. Do this with each category on your list. Remember, you're the creator of your life. It's not anybody's fault, but it is your responsibility. Your life is totally your responsibility. Your wife or your husband didn't create this. Your boss didn't create this. And you can't blame anybody else about your sex life because your sex life begins in your head in the first place. So that's a good place to start on this one. Change your head. The house you live in was your choice. You decided to live there or not. You can fix up the place or get another place to live. Number 3, begin to revise your thinking about your job, your home, your spouse or partner, your children, your finances, each area of your life. How would a change of mind and heart change your reality of the situation? If you raise your children by pointing out their weaknesses and faults, try pointing out their strengths and the things they do well. Don't talk about the faults. You don't want to build those up. You want to emphasize the strengths and the things they're good at. And watch your relationship with your children totally change. Nobody likes a fault finder, and your kids don't either. They're going to really have a different attitude after a month of a different way of treating them. Now, if you hate your job, try feeling very grateful that you have a job, because millions don't, and they'd probably be real happy to have the job you have. And bless your job every day when you leave for work. When you walk in the door and you see your home, bless the home that you have and the fact that you have made a paycheck to pay for it today. The job will change because you have. Your home will look better too. Look around your home. Is it really so bad as all that? What could you do to make it nicer and make it a home rather than just a house? Each time you enter your home, let gratitude wash over you like hot water over your head on a cold day. Feel the gratitude that you are safe, warm, and comfortable in your home while so many have no home. How would you feel if you were living on a street under a bush somewhere? I think that house is going to look real better if you think about that. What about your spouse or partner? What drew you to them in the first place? Was it chemistry, intelligence, respect, liking, or love? In the case of my wife, all of the above. Are those qualities still there? If they don't look as good as they did at 22 years old, remember, you don't either. Real love is a bit nearsighted. It does not see the flaws, it sees the beauty. Now, my lovely wife, whose picture you're looking at the top of this post, she looks at my 68-year-old face, which I think has really got some wear on it, and thinks I'm the most handsome fellow around. Isn't love wonderful? The point here is count the blessings and stop finding the blemishes. Practice gratitude in all areas of your life every day. You have so very much compared to so many. In truth, you're among the most blessed people in the world if you live in America. The poor, or Canada, or UK, or most places in Europe. The poorest person in America seems like a king to someone in the Congo. It's all a matter of your point of view or your standpoint. Change your point of view and watch your life change all around you. It really is the way you think and believe it is. As Captain Jean-Luc Picard said on Star Trek Next Generation, make it so. More on this next post. Until then, richest blessings to you and yours. You want to know more about religious science, the teaching of the science of mind? Well, you can start by subscribing to this site and just click on the link right next to this post, and then log on to csl.org. That's csl.org to find the Center for Spiritual Living nearest you. That's what we call our churches. Until we are together again, bye-bye for now. This is Reverend Dore Jacques Patlian. Bye-bye.